Alright guys, quick intermission here. So unfortunately when we got the car home, we didn't get to drive it on the road as much. We just started it, let it warm up, and rev it a little to make sure everything is good. While we were bringing the car in the garage to install the new wastegate, because the old wastegate here, as you guys can see, it's an unknown brand, it was missing the fire ring. This here is a 62 millimeter. So we got a new wastegate, the tile 60 mil. Also, while we were bringing the car in the garage, we noticed that the car had lost oil pressure. We pulled the turbo feed, see if any oil was coming out of it, but there was no oil coming out of it. Unfortunately, I didn't get to record us pulling the turbo feed off because it was pretty hectic at the time. We pulled the front cover off and we noticed that the oil pressure regulator in the front was missing. We thought it fell out and it was probably in the oil pan. Being a 20B, we either had to pull the motor or drop the subframe. We don't have a lift, so we just had to pull the motor. While pulling the motor, the tranny also had to come out because we didn't know about the clips on the release bearing. We learn as we go, but that's no big deal. The tranny had a couple things that was broken anyway, so we needed to replace that. You'll see that in the next video. This video is us mainly pulling the motor, but there's a little sneak peek for you guys of something in the making. I gave you guys a spiel, don't worry, but no action in this video unfortunately. Hope you guys enjoy. Stay limitless. What's going on, guys? Mark back here bringing you guys another video, and today we're going to be putting a wastegate on the RX-7 FD and some more goodies. So come along for the ride and I hope you guys will enjoy. So 60 mil, 60 trim. It's a big boy. Oh yeah, it's a big boy. We also got the clamps right here, you know, different sizes for all your size needs. And yeah, we're going to be installing this bad boy today. So right now we're going to be putting the FD in the garage because it's pretty cold out here. It's December, we're in the Northeast, and it's about like 40 degrees, so we can't work outside. So we're going to be putting the FD in the garage, and stay tuned. All right guys, brother Steve, this is the setup right here. Got the FD in the garage, took the bonnet off. Took the bumper off, 20B3 and yeah. So right now we will be draining the coolant, removing the manifold and stuff. So hope you guys will enjoy this time lapse and subscribe. Alright guys, so as you guys see right now, we're trying to get the timing cover off, and we're almost there, just a little bit more, so keep watching, and you'll know why we're taking it off. Alright guys, so I have some news for you guys. So right about over here, there is a oil pressure regulator. As you guys can see over here, it sits over here, and there's none in there. Another thing is, we have to change this gasket over here, and the subframe is in the way, so we have to pull the motor out. The third thing is, there's an oil pressure regulator in the back of the motor, so we have to get to that. And when we pull the motor out, it'll be easier, and we also get to change this out. So right now, I'm going to start removing the training bolts. Good morning, guys. Hope you guys slept well. Right now, it is December 12th, 6:46 a.m., and it's a Saturday. I started this video on Thursday, which was the 10th, and right now we're going to go pick up one of our projects in the making. We just got a huge part of the project done, and right now we're going to pick it up. We're going to be going to CT, which is Connecticut, but I don't say Connecticut because CT I call it. So we're going to CT, and we got to go to U-Haul and pick up a trailer for this bad boy. Oh yeah. Big tow rig. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, we acquired a trailer. So right now we're going to be heading on our way to Connecticut. Alright guys, so we just got to our destination, and you guys ready to see what we picked up? Package acquired. We're going to be taking it home, and once we get home, I will give you guys a little bit more in detail on this car. Alright guys, a little bit change of plans. We took the trailer back, as you guys can see, but right now I'm going to explain to you guys about the car, what we're going to be doing to the car, and a little bit history about this car. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, is a 1995 Honda Prelude BB2. Oh yeah. She has only 60,000 miles on her. Wait, I lied. 57,000 original miles on her, and she's just a beaut, man. The plans for this car, we're gonna try to make it a full-blown race car. We're not gonna try, we're making it a full-blown race car. And yeah, isn't she a beaut, man? Oh yeah. So we're getting a carbon plug for the sunroof because my brother, he's a tall guy, and when he sits in here, his helmet's going to be touching the sunroof. As you guys can see, is over here. You guys see all the mechanisms and stuff. Yeah. So, we have a plug for that. And we have some, has no back glass, as you guys can see. It got shattered. That's how we bought the car. But we removed the front windshield in order to get the cage done. But man, the cage is a beaut. Guys, see the beautiful Kirky over there? Oh yeah. Bad boy is powered by nothing. But we have something coming for it. Stay tuned, subscribe, because big things coming for this thing. As you guys can see, Innovate traction bar. Oh yeah. So, alright guys, quick intermission right now. Forgot to tell you guys a couple things about this car. Today is August 15th, 2021. We're in the future. I filmed this video back in December 2020. But this car is a 95 Prelude, 57,000 miles, original, as I told you guys. We picked this up, minus the cage and the seat. It also didn't have a front bumper. This car will be replacing our old chassis that we had to let go for various reasons. This car right here has a new 10-point roll cage done by Mike from Ratty Fab. It also has a budget bill Kirky seat, also done by Mike. The back window was busted from the previous owner, as I told you guys earlier in the video, but we also had to remove the front windshield in order to install the cage. This car has the stock fuel tank, but it has a sump in it hooked up to a A1000 external fuel pump. The car was repainted, as you guys can see. It used to be this tan looking color here, but the old owner back in the early 2000s, he painted it this crazy looking color. You have to see this thing in the sunlight. It is just crazy looking. This bad boy right here will be getting a nice JDM H22A with all the works. end is going to be boosted. And we also have a gear set, nice gear set that can handle some power. And I don't want to speak on too much about that, but now let's just say, stay tuned, keep an eye out for this thing because you won't want to miss it. Have a good day. Let's get back to the rotary. Alright guys, today is Sunday, December 13th, about 2:45 p.m. And right now we're about to start working on the rotary and trying to get the motor out. Friday we couldn't have because we decided to call it a night because it was getting pretty late. So the motor is going to be coming out today. Me and Steve, we have to remove some more wiring. Gotta remove some of these connectors right here. You know, we have to label them. And then we have to remove the motor mounts. And I'm gonna remove them from below here. There's one bolt here, so I don't have to remove these 4 bolts. And 3, as you guys can see, yeah, can't get in there. So it'll just be easier that way. Alright guys, so I jacked the car up on both sides so we can get the cherry picker underneath because the car is pretty low. And let's get to work, man. Alright guys, so we got the motor out. As you can see, my brother Steve is hiding over there. And we had to take it out with the tranny because it was stuck on there and it was such a beat to get it out. See brother Steve. And right now we're trying to check and make sure all this apex seals are intact. So that's what we're doing. And we just finished that and they all look intact. So I kind of lied to you guys because I told you guys there was an oil pressure regulator in the front and the back. But there's only one in the front and that one's missing. So that's why we're not having no oil pressure. So right now I'm going to remove the drive shaft so we can push the RX-7 outside because the drive shaft is just dangling. And we can bring the Prelude inside because it's going to snow tonight. Alright guys, as you guys can see, we brought the Prelude in the garage. The RX-7's out safe, don't worry. But how does this 3-rotor look next to the Prelude? Oh yeah. Hope you guys have a safe one and we're out.